Chapter 4 of the Introduction to the Devout Life by St. Francis de Sales. This is a Discerning Hearts recording read by Correy Webb. Chapter 4. The Need of a Guide for Those Who Would Enter Upon and Advance in the Devout Life. When Tobias was bidden to go to Regis, he was willing to obey his father, but he objected that he knew not the way. To which Tobit answered, "Seek you a man which may go with you. And even so, daughter, I say to you, if you would really tread the paths of the devout life, seek some holy man to guide and conduct you. This is the precept of precepts," says the devout Avila. Seek as you will, you can never so surely discover God's will as through the channel of humble obedience, so universally taught and practiced by all the saints of olden time. When the Blessed Teresa read of the great penances performed by Catherine of Cordova, she desired exceedingly to imitate them, contrary to the mind of her confessor, who forbade her to do the like, and she was tempted to disobey him therein. Then God spoke to Teresa, saying, "My child, you are on a good and safe road. True, you see all this penance, but in truth I esteem your obedience as a yet greater virtue." And therefore St. Teresa so greatly loved the virtue of obedience, that in addition to that due to her superiors, she took a vow of special obedience to a pious ecclesiastic, pledging herself to follow his direction and guidance, which proved an inexpressible help to her. And even so before and after her, many pious souls have subjected their will to God's ministers in order the better to submit themselves to him, a practice much commended by St. Catherine of Siena in her dialogues. The devout Princess St. Elizabeth gave an unlimited obedience to the venerable Conrad, and one of the parting counsels given by St. Louis to his son before he died was, "Confess yourself often. Choose a single-minded worthy confessor who is able wisely to teach you how to do that which is needful for you. A faithful friend, as we are told in Holy Scripture, is a strong defense, and he that has found such an one has found a treasure." And again, "A faithful friend is the medicine of life, and they that fear the Lord shall find him." These sacred words have chiefly reference, as you see, to the immortal life, with a view to which we specially need a faithful friend, who will guide us by his counsel and advice, thereby guarding us against the deceits and snares of the evil one. He will be as a storehouse of wisdom to us in our sorrows, trials, and falls. He will be as a healing balm to stay and soothe our heart in the time of spiritual sickness. He will shield us from evil and confirm that which is good in us. And when we fall through infirmity, he will avert the deadly nature of the evil and raise us up again. But who can find such a friend? The wise man answers, "He that fears the Lord, that is to say, the truly humble soul which earnestly desires to advance in the spiritual life." So, daughter, inasmuch as it concerns you so closely to set forth on this devout journey, under good guidance, do you pray most earnestly to God to supply you with a guide after his own heart, and never doubt but that he will grant you one who is wise and faithful, even should he send you an angel from heaven, as he sent to Tobias. In truth, your spiritual guide should always be as a heaven-sent angel to you, by which I mean that when you have found him, you are not to look upon him or trust in him or his wisdom as an ordinary man, but you must look to God, who will help you and speak to you through this man, putting into his heart and mouth that which is needful to you, so that you ought to hearken as though he were an angel come down from heaven to lead you thither. Deal with him in all sincerity and faithfulness, and with open heart, manifesting alike your good and your evil, without pretense or dissimulation. Thus your good will be examined and confirmed, and your evil corrected and remedied. You'll be soothed and strengthened in trouble, moderated and regulated in prosperity. Give your guide a hearty confidence mingled with sacred reverence, so that reverence in no way shall hinder your confidence, and confidence no wise lessen your reverence. Trust him with respect of a daughter for her father. Respect him with the confidence of a son in his mother. In a word, such a friendship should be strong and sweet, altogether holy, sacred, divine, and spiritual. And with such an aim, choose one among 1,000, Avila says, and I say among 10,000, for there are fewer than one would think capable of this office. He must be full of love, of wisdom, and of discretion, for if either of these three be wanting, there is danger. But once more I say, ask such help of God, and when you have found it, bless his holy name. Be steadfast, seek no more, but go on simply, humbly, and trustfully, for you are safe to make a prosperous journey.